You're in the world at war. Latest news, Ukraine president was happy after hearing the news that Biden approving the HIMARS striking inside Russia. But should he pray for continuation of the long-range missile after Biden will depart from his office? It's now or never for the Ukrainian side, where the clock is ticking when Biden gonna leave and Trump be the one sitting in the office. The big question is, there's still enough time to change the front line using the long-range missile Biden gave to them go signal. Just time to release fully the HIMARS targeting Russia. Maybe because he will be out of the next year and just want to leave something for Ukraine while giving its last dish of support to Kyiv. But it will leave the Trump administration much more problem. Putin will stay on the war before the Trump administration take effect. He will try to take much more vast land before the call of Trump next year. Germany were calling Putin after 2 years. We all know Germany is the one biggest supporter of Ukraine aside of Poland, which the next biggest supporter of Ukraine in Europe, giving tanks, weapons, etc. No other European country can match its support. And now Germany had collapsed, and with its economic crisis still going on, Ukraine was left with some anxiety, especially on Trump administration will coming up next year. Other European countries, I hope, should continue support, and maybe England or UK will also agree on its long missile to be used in Ukraine. It's now a dangerous situation because today, whether Putin will respond accordingly of what he had always threatened the Western world using its nuclear or not, that's the time for the next level escalation. And if that happens, it was him should be in the history book that escalated the war. Bringing the North Koreans was just starter. HIMARS is a game changer. It should be happened last year, but I don't think the timetable already on the side of the Russian. If maybe Ukraine can still fight and wait for the change of administration in US for 4 years, I think it has chance to take or gain again the support of the US. It will be a different story again. And HIMARS is a game changer, and it should be given last year, but unfortunately due to anti-Ukraine in the politics in US, it was so very hard to agree with. England on its long-range missile, they will also agree to let Ukraine use it in striking inside Russia, because it is very important that the Russia will felt the pressure also on taking some important establishment or buildings which used by the Russian military and its equipment destroyed inside Moscow, or even other big cities there. Because if it was not used, and the war is always inside the Ukraine, the people, the government there will not feel the crisis that they had. And especially if about the recruitment of the Russian, if it was Russian new recruitment of soldiers, it will change another story. It will be a different story, especially when they recruit inside the big cities, not just on the provinces. And as we know, there are many relatives from the government, or from the oligarchs, and from the big businessmen, or from the generals. Their sons and their daughters will be recruited, and it will be somewhat as a trigger spark in the public to realize that this should end. The war should end. And that's why I hope it was not too late, because how many months? 3 months already. The Biden administration will go now, and it will be replaced by Trump administration. And Trump is a businessman. We know businessman minds are just always from the benefits of themselves. So it means for the benefits of the people only in America, and other international countries, maybe it's just a second idea, or second choices that they want to support or not. So for me, I hope HIMARS will be a game changer, and with the help of the fighter jets, the F-16, letting borrow the makers of long-range missile going inside Ukraine, so that there's no anymore asking for approval from the country, whether it's US or Ukraine or England or wherever. Let them borrow the scientists that can make good instrument in helping to fight for Ukraine, and that will be good help for them. And that's it. And please subscribe. Wait for my next video to come.